All right, man. First and foremost, I'm gonna say all praises be to how about Shema Shai, about Shema Kadash, the is to the apostles and the elders of GreatMillStone, and Shalom to the sincere elect out there teaching out there on the highways and byways of truth and sincerity. I want to do a quick response to this guy Stephen Hawking's final book. There is no God. Look, man. You know this just shows this guy is a fool in his pride, and that's why he died, right? So, because since this guy's supposed to have all the understanding of the world and how creation took place and whether there's a God or not. If you had so great deep understanding, why are you in the, why was you in the wheelchair for 76 years? And to even have kids, they had to physically extract sperm out of you to bear you kids, man. You look at this guy, man. This guy's supposed to be great. Supposed to be all great, yeah. But he still died and lived 76 years in a wheelchair. This guy's worse than Trump, man. and what I mean by that is that the guy has to be a top demon in the kingdom of Esau, man. Because at least Trump, even though Trump is gonna be destroyed anyway, shit. At least Trump can walk, and fucks pussy. This guy spent his whole life in a wheelchair, and now when he gets in the kingdom, he's just gonna be this gets born straight into slavery. But anyway, it says Stephen Hawking was not a God-fearing man. He examined the birth of the universe because he wanted to know the mind of God, and perhaps take him down a few notches with scientific reason. He said that the afterlife was a fairy story for people afraid of the dark. He was an atheist, and his death before in March, he theorized further on the existence of God for his new book of essays. Right? In a brief answers to the big questions published by posthumously Tuesday, Hawking examined the question: what of our humanity do we owe to God? The guy's an Edomite, man. And what do we owe scientific process? The answer he wrote is that there is no God, no one directs the universe. Right? Now, if you also in the other article that he spoke on in RT, I gotta find that one, man. I gotta find that article, man. Stephen Hawking, because he actually says something further in that article that I found really interesting, right? So this is the one that is on RT, right? It says yeah, in one chapter of brief answers to the big questions, Hawking tackles the thorny issue of God and gives a resounding answer. There is no God, no one directs the universe, he writes. For centuries, it was believed that disabled people like me were living under a curse that was inflicted by God. I prefer to think that everything can be explained another way by the laws of nature. So the chief root as to why he doesn't believe there's a Most High is because his ass was put in a wheelchair from the womb, right? And through that he believes that there is no God, right? Now let's get according to the scriptures to prove that what this guy was cursed, man, from the actual womb, man. This is Deuteronomy, and really this guy's cursed. This guy is cursed twice, because one time he's cursed because he's an Edomite, And he's cursed even more because he was born fucked, man. This is Exodus 20:4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is under the water underneath under the earth. Thou shalt not bow thyself down to them, nor to serve them. For I, the Lord, I am jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, upon the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So there are certain people who get judged in their present life according to their past life, because guess what? You are your forefather coming back in the third or fourth generation upon the earth. In fact, there's a count of a scripture in John 9, which I'm going to read now. This is John 9. And as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And the disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? And Yahushua answered, neither has this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him. So this person in particular, he was born blind just so that the miracle could be done before all. However, the people who asked these questions asked that question because it was a common thing to know that certain individuals who were born lame or born blind or born a certain way was born because they did something wicked in their past life, man. Right? And he and he got cursed, man, because guess what? In his past life, his stupid ass was a wicked guy. This is Psalms 14:1. The fool said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. And this fool is an example of one that doesn't do good. On his deathbed, just before he died, he was still chatting shit, man. You know, you know, and him, this guy wasn't doing good. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the earth, upon the children of men, to see if there were any that did understand and seek God. They are all gone aside. They are all gone. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. And this guy wasn't doing good at all, man. You know, he was a demon, man. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of mine hand, man. So the reason why this guy spent 76 years of his life in a wheelchair, fucked, not being able to have sex, right, just being through, is because he's a demon, man. And I'm glad that guy's dead. But let me go back to the article. Right, let me go back to the article, man. The article going, man. Saying, I didn't get back to this shit, man. You know, but yeah, man. Let me go back to the article. Yeah. This guy's a demon, man. It says, yeah. So it says, for centuries it was believed that disabled people like me were living under a curse that was inflicted by God. I prefer to think that everything can be explained another way by the laws of nature, right? There are forms of intelligent life out there. We need to be wary of answering back until we have developed a bit further, right? In the book, Hawking does not rule out the possibility of doing a Back to the Future Travel back in time can't be ruled out according to our present understanding. Look, man, you can't achieve that, man, right? And him, just Stephen Hawking guy. Guess what? This guy wants to talk about a curse can't exist. Well, guess what? I'm gonna prove to you that you and your whole people are cursed, right? This is Isaiah 34:5. For my soul shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come upon Idumea, up and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So these local people call themselves white, right? If you got that flesh, it's a curse, man. Especially if you go back to the seed of Esau, and your kingdom of power is going to be taken down. And the scripture says what? Yeah, all these curses that was put upon us are going to be put upon Esau and all these other heathen. And one of them curses is slavery, right? This is Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Right? And one of the main curses is slavery, man. Let's see what the scriptures has to say about that. This is Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity, he shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, and the saints of the 12 tribes of Israel. This shows that guy, Stephen Hawking, Stephen I Can't Stand Up, was a demon, man. And this guy's really had a shit life, man, because he spent 76 years in a wheelchair, and now he's gonna die. Well, now, oh shit, he's dead already. Now he's gonna get born right into slavery, man. So yeah, man, with that, I'm gonna say all praise be to our Shai, double honors, apostles, and elders of GreatMillStone. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.